Hi, this is Franceli Cibrian, a postdoctoral fellow at the Informatics Department at UC Army. I am going to present the paper entitled Supporting Self-Regulation of Children with ADHD Using Wearables, Tensions and Design Challenges. First, I want to thank my co-authors Kimberley, Arya, Kayla, Sabrina, and Gillian for their amazing support in this project. In this video, I will going to present a brief motivation of the project and the methods, and then I will present the main findings and discussions. Children with attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, display symptoms of inattention. This is, they are notably easily distracted and have trouble sustaining attention for prolonged amount of time. They also exhibit hyperactive impulsivity symptoms. This is, they are often unable to regulate their bodies as well as their emotions. Behavioral intervention is a promising approach to improve the control of attention and impulsivity and the development of self-regulation skills. Self-regulation is controlling one's behaviors, emotions, and thoughts to pursue long-term goals. These skills involve self-monitoring, goal-setting, reflective thinking, decision-making, self-evaluation, and management of emotion. Self-regulation is fundamental to adaptive developmental tasks at all stages of life. But this is a very difficult task, especially for children with ADHD. In this case, caregivers like parents and teachers tend to support them, either with motivational or emotional scaffolding. Motivational scaffolding involves a caregiver's ability to initiate and sustain children's enthusiasm for a task by praise and encouragement and redirecting children's attention. This is known as co-regulation. When caregivers provide co-regulation strategies successfully, children with ADHD have more possibilities to reduce problematic behaviors, increase more successful behaviors, develop greater feelings of personal self-efficacy and confidence, and improve parent-child interaction. This collaborative work requires that assistive technologies for people coping with ADHD should be designed as a collaborative tool. Currently, ubiquitous and wearable computing solutions have been used to support children and adults with neurodevelopmental disorders such as intellectual disabilities, ADHD, and autism. These technologies, however, have traditionally been designed for individual users and without substantial input from the children with ADHD themselves. Thus, in this work, we explicitly consider a model of intervention that involves both children and caregivers working together and focus on input from the children themselves. The research questions that led our project were: what are the impressions and concerns of children with ADHD regarding wearing a smartwatch, and how this might impact the design? To answer these questions, we conduct a series of participatory design sessions with children with ADHD and focus group and interviews with their caregivers. Children use paper prototypes to sketch their ideas about the strategies and potential ideas for a smartwatch application, and we brainstorm about their favorite strategies to be more regulated. All the qualitative data gathering we analyzing using open and axial coding to scores of interview and group of codes. Then we categorize our coding with instances related to tensions for design. Our qualitative results indicate that there are tensions about the size, privacy, and comfort of using a smartwatch. We should balance self with co-regulation by collecting set goals, use incentives and rewards, and supplement these strategies by using the smartwatch as a co-regulation assist. And there are also tensions when receiving notifications, because they can redirect the attention of the children but also distract them. They can support the emotion regulation or annoy them. Children, they would like to wear a visible smartwatch but with invisible notification. and children should be able to understand the physiological data. Now, I am going to present a couple of examples about self and co-regulation and tensions in the notifications. One common strategy to support self-regulation is select target behaviors or goals. As we can see in the sketches, children would like to have social, health, and physical activity goals. But who should select those goals? While some children want more independence and want to set their own goals, some of them want the support from their caregivers. To maintain the motivation of children to accomplish their goals, we found that children want rewards varying from motivational work, free time, or money. Some of the children suggest that they would like to take advantage of receiving real rewards. For example, one child said that once that he accomplished his reward, his goal, his parent can buy him a gift. On the other hand, other children prefer to rely on intrinsic motivation. These results show that we need to create hybrid applications to support both self and co-regulation for children and their caregivers. Because notifications are a key function in wearables and mobile devices, it was not surprising that children in this study described notification as one of the most important features for supporting self-regulation. And notification can redirect their attention, but at the same time can be a little annoying. And although a smartwatch is a mainstream technology, visible notification delivered at an incorrect time or in a way that draws attention could create problematic situations for children with ADHD. As we can read in this quote, "What if I sit down and my best friend comes by and there's an alert right there saying, 'Take deep breaths'? This can be embarrassing." Also, most of the children describe at least some interest in the physiological data available on a smartwatch, especially regarding heart rate measures. However, the sketches show that children may not fully understand physiological data. For example, they sketch a heart with a number inside, but the number inside is like 19, 76.3, and so on, that not reflect at all an understanding of how the heart rate is measured. Notifications often challenge instead of how can we design technology that properly deliver notification, and those notifications should be meaningful and understandable for the children. Overall, in this paper, I present a qualitative study showing that children with ADHD are willing to participate in design sessions. Children with ADHD learn self-regulation from their caregivers. So this requires a teamwork among children and their caregivers. Notifications should balance attentions among distraction and redirect attentions. And we should create applications that translate the physiological data into useful information for the kids. As future work, we are conducting a study with children with ADHD to understand their perspective, and we are developing an application to support the goals reward dynamic. I would like to thank again my co-authors, participants, and financial support from this project. Thank you so much. Feel free to email me any question and suggestion at fcibrian@uci.edu. Thank you.